place is nuts. I wonder if they put a James Bond film here. It's so cool. People ask me why I left City College immediately. It's the same crowd, I can't deal with it. Alright, the views are pretty cool. City College, I must say. This might be my favorite door in the whole entire sunset hour in Udaipur. Hanging on the Udaipur dock with everyone at night. So I'm just leaving the Baga Haveli where they do at night from 7 to 8 like this Indian song and dance with mariachis and ladies with things on their head and stuff. I got a couple of videos of it. But long story, I couldn't go to the second show and they wouldn't let me in for the first one. And so I just snuck in. And the answer is if at first you don't succeed, always try and sneak in because it works out. And the show was awesome. Though I was like right behind a speaker so I can't hear out of my right ear. I'm sad to see Udaipur. It's so charming. Minus the bad but on to Jodhpur. Without fail, every hostel always plays Bob Marley. Freaking love it. Bus station waiting. Going to 5 in the morning, just getting to Jodhpur. Not clear where this guest list is. Okay, I'm walking around in Jodhpur. It's 5 in the morning. It's super, super creepy. Can't find the hostel. The dog just tried to attack me. Walking in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. I came off of like the worst, probably the worst bus of my whole life. I was freezing the whole time and it was a sleeper, but it was really short. Couldn't sleep because it was so cold. Anyways, I get into Jodhpur around maybe 4:30 in the morning. It's completely dark and completely silent, and as you'll ultimately see, Jodhpur is like a lot of small, narrow alleyways, and so the tuk-tuk driver took me to a certain point, but then he couldn't go any further, and I had to walk like 15 minutes with my massive bag on my own in complete pitch dark and silence and no one around, and it was like, I've definitely had a lot of dodgy travel situations. That was for sure my scariest one. I was just so uncomfortable, and then this massive freaking dog came and was like barking. I thought it was gonna attack me, but now I made it, and it's all good, and I'm walking to Jodhpur, and then I'm gonna go to the fort later and catch sunset. On my walk, this family just called out asking for me to take photos, and so now I'm sitting down and having chai and food with them in their fort oasis home. Now, when was the last time a random family invited you into their home for tea and lunch, just to chat? Brilliant. I love this water tank. Honestly, most days I really actually don't even have like any sort of agenda of things to do. I just like start walking around, and then people will come, locals will come talk to me and invite me to tea, and then I'll have it and we'll hang out, and it's amazing. And now I have dinner plans too with that family. Entering Jaisalmer in Jodhpur. It is beautiful. So like crisp and white and gold. Okay. I like this too. It's unbelievable here. I'm so glad I came. Okay, headed to Maringa Fort in Jodhpur. And this actually, if you guys saw the movie after Batman Begins, where Christian Bale like climbs out from the dungeon that he's in, that was filmed here. So I'm excited to see it. There we go. Climbing up that. We have a pretty awesome view. Yeah, it's really hard to see the detail, but this is one of the most beautiful places I've probably ever been. So now I'm just hanging out in the courtyard in the veranda, sitting and watching the photograph. View of the blue city from the fort.
नहीं भेजने वाला यहाँ पर नहीं मेन टिकट अंदर हो यहाँ पे एक आदमी खड़ा है आप उतरोगे ना टिकट यहाँ पर यू टर्न लिया था ना
Found the spot. Yep. Central Market by night. Shopping. Here at Shahi Samosa, about to have my samosa. Meant to be best in the business, so let's get it. Evening madness. Now I'm at Missouri Lao, about to have a rabadi, which is like super sweet. Jodhpur is known for their sweets, and this place is supposed to be the best of whatever this is. Okay, this is part of the walk I had to do last night when there was no noise except for the dog that wanted to kill me, and it was completely pitch black, and I was carrying my 20-kilo bag. I'm even scared to meet now. Morning view in the blue city. Going to Udaipur. Yeah, so I survived the dogs yesterday, but it was freaking scary. Now I'm walking to Umaid Bhavan, which is a cool palace about an hour away, and then I'll just hang out and do nothing for the afternoon in the main Clock Tower Square area. And I find those are my favorite times traveling, because when you do nothing is when you do everything. It's when you say yes to tea and you end up talking to locals, and it's amazing. Garbage. And this is Jodhpur. So I just want to explain my like photo dialogue with people. So I go up to them and I'm like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. Like, yeah, okay. And then you take the photo and you show it to them, and then always without fail they go like, that means it's good. These are the boys I'm gonna have breakfast with today. What up? Drink shop, flower shop, chillin', all in Jodhpur. What up? My work is story time. Shanti Sweet Home. My boys. I'm a little scared. That's the most sickeningly sweet thing I've ever had in my entire life. It's just sugar and pastry. It's good though. This is the end. It's just swimming in like sugar and syrup. The dream of Jodhpur. So everyone keeps coming up to me and complimenting my Hindi, and then they turn my hand over and they go, "Whoa, whoa, it's so dark, so dark, so dark. That's amazing. It means your mister loves you so much." And apparently, like if a woman's suspicious of her husband and his love, she'll do Mehendi for herself. And then if it doesn't turn out dark, like they really believe in this, if it doesn't turn out dark, she's like, "You're cheating on me." And then, yeah, it's crazy. Egg delivery. I'm gonna take this. This is crazy. We made headed there, which is now, it used to be a palace, obviously, but it's now owned and operated by the Taj Group. It serves as a hotel. I just realized what this H is for. Obviously for helicopter clients who want to come and stay. We have a vintage car display here. This place is hysterical. So it's actually wrong. It's divvied up into thirds. So 1/3 is managed and owned and operated by the Taj. 1/3 is a museum, and then 1/3 is still owned and used by the royal family. Yeah. Come on. These are the things I'm going to miss about India. Just people casually gathering, shopping a little bit for fruits and things like that, and talking and hanging out and smoking games. My favorite travel times are when you have enough time to do absolutely nothing. So I'm just walking back now, and I saw this mat, and there's a guy who's going to read my hand now and tell me what's up. Let you know how it goes.
2 ग्रह और डाउन स्थान पे चल रहा है. जुपिटर डाउन, बृहस्पति गुरु डाउन चल रहा है और मंगल भी डाउन चल रहा है. तो सबका
This was the crowd just watching. So it didn't end up working out because the guy only speaks Hindi, so he started going in Hindi, and this whole crowd like formed around me, and they're like, "Do you speak Hindi?" I was like, "No," like, so oh well. It's playing cards as it goes. Thank you. Service. Alright. Walk in the blue city. Serving up that hot milk. Yep. This is how the famous Rajasthan colors are made. Clock Tower Madness by day. So colorful. Love it. This is so beautiful. Walking to the sunset. These freaking dogs. They're killing me. Nearly got killed by another one. But I don't know if they're vicious or not, but they bark like they have like the demon inside of them and then come chasing you. Then everyone says, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." In the fort now, headed to sunset. Snuck into the fort zipline area and have the best freaking sunset view now. It's gonna be awesome. There's Blue City. This is perfect. Thank you. Standing on the fort watching the sunset is definitely worth almost getting killed by those dogs. This is why they call it the Blue City. I guess this is what they call living life on the edge. That's my favorite part now. These like wisps of cloud are going to become pink and orange. Nighttime in Jodhpur, it's playing video games like anywhere else. Proper Rajasthan shopping. This is my favorite. The coins have so much interest. 5 a.m. at the Jodhpur Railway. About to go to Jaisalmer. And this is the station. People huddled, getting ready, sleeping here. It's freezing here in General Pass on the way to Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer. And there's a lot of options. Just got to Jaisalmer, which is called the Yellow or Golden City because of the way all the buildings look, which are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm exploring the city today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna find and buy some bang. And shout out to Nita. And then tomorrow I go on a 2-night, 3-day desert safari trek and camel excursion and sleeping under the stars, which I'm stoked about. Yellow City. Gold and yellow, everything. Headed into Papua Valley in Jaisalmer, which is really cool because it's the first valley there, and also it's not a single one, but it's fun. The video was not capturing, but this is another one of those parts where I walked in here and I was literally like, it's all. I actually just started crying when I looked up. It's impossible to show and describe, but it's so spectacular. Everyone needs to come here, Patwala Valley. One thing my cousin Alex taught me, who's a technical designer, is always look for the negatives, and that makes me amazing Jain temple inside the valley. Climb to the top of it. This is magic. The Jains draw Lakshmi.
That's Lakshmi.
Lakshmi sitting, which means by looking at it now, money will stay with me. This is so ridiculous, but I can't stop. Just walking the streets and this is what I'm seeing. And I just stopped to take 2 ladies' photos, and they laughed and smiled and then they gave me a cookie. So nice. Love Jaisalmer. These Brahmin men are the kindest people in the entire world, and every day they get together to get closer to Lord Shiva and prepare their own bhang. And they just shared it with me, and now it's a sunset over lake in Jaisalmer. Coming up on another one. Just ordered this from the street, but I still have no clue if this is meant to be sweet or savory. If it's my dinner or dessert, we'll see. That was amazing. It was like an Indian nacho taco, and now I'm getting some more of something else again. Early morning at Natham Ki Valley. No one else is here. It's amazing. Really cool thing about this valley is that it was built by 2 brothers, and so there are all these, it looks symmetrical, but from left to right there are so many differences. Like for example, that elephant is protruding out. So in here it's really, really cool. I wouldn't even say this is early morning, it's like 9 a.m., but I love this time for walking because it's when people are just getting set up for the day, so laying out like their fruits and vegetables, and cows are still hanging out, and there's not really many people around, and the sun and the light is beautiful, so it's good. Jain temple in the fort from above. So detailed. Real Pashmina test. Water is never absorbed by it.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Going ball.
Silk test.
And when you touch, smell become hot. It's pure polyester.
Huh. So that's the fake one.
This is pure polyester.
Yep.
People burn, smell like hair.
Silk when you burn smells like hair.
And when you touch, smell become not hot.
And it doesn't harden when you touch it, when you burn it. Yeah, wow. Story of Jaisalmer, cow in front of a beautiful private family valley. I need to buy one. The view from the top on Ki Valley. Just got to the desert, about to hop on these camels, and as you can see in the background, there are all of these wind turbines. I guess a company came like 3 or 4 years ago and installed about 10,000 of them. So we're gonna venture out from them, but it's pretty wild. And we're up. Let's go. In the sand now, sunset time. Home for the night. Post up right here. Chai and sunrise. Breakfast gets ready while the sun comes out. My bed. Day 2, getting going. Wow. In the village to get some water.
Emo.
Eagle. Desert lunch, all you need is some rocks. You get cooking. Bang, bang. Afternoon ride. Safari, safari. Lone sheep. We stopped for chai there at one of Raj's buddy's places. Now we get the sunset, some music. Happy New Year from the desert in Jaisalmer, the Thar Desert. January 1st. Good morning. January 1st, sunrise from bed in the Thar. New Year's wake up of 2016. Last day camel riding, then about to get on a night train to go to Agra for the Taj. Yeah.
Poor family style.
Desert Tali. Last desert stop at Raj's family's village. Hanging out. They're gonna make some tea for me because I'm feeling horrible. Very nice family. Back to Jaisalmer. Past the